It's a long, frustrating level for me, but it adds to it. I get my money's worth, and for Silver, for his type of gameplay, the levels do. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes they can be considered boring, but the thing is, he's a fun character. Him being able to levitate, throw things, just make stuff explode randomly. It's fun. It's not like he's just running around doing nothing.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, it's like with Silver's stages being longer, like you'd probably be thinking you would want more diversity to it. That's another thing. Like, as I already explained, I wanted probably like a Silver type stage. This is meant for Silver only. Like, I don't know, like probably, Tails from Sonic Adventure 1. Like, this was meant for Tails to fly. It wasn't meant for Tails to run. If he runs, he loses against Sonic. Stuff like that, it would always make some character unique in that purpose. If he had something extra just to like have that diversity and the amount of stuff he can do. Like, if he can run and stuff, yeah, that would be like his bottom part. Like, he would have like an even long and tireless run. Like, probably take 15 minutes to complete the stage if you're running, like from the bottom. But if you take the higher part, you would actually gain like a secret goal. Like, it would be 2 minutes. You'd be like, yeah, I completed it. Now next to the other stage, because I used my levitation ability so well, and I actually understood the game, like the mechanics and stuff.
That's a good point, and I see that they try to implement that in like the newer Sonic games with Sonic. But for Silver, that would have been something to consider, because he is a slow character. He runs slowly, and him on the ground, being taking the lowest possible route would have been kind of it would have kind of forced the player to try to take a higher route and use levitation. I think that would have been pretty neat.
Yeah. And oh my, like, this is like the first loading screen we've actually had with Silver, I think. Have we, with his level?
Yeah, you're right.
So wow, it's like this level is so long, so massive. So with having this level so massive, do you think that what they could have done, like, this is what I was thinking, like having a map so small but having the environment so interactive would have been better, instead of like making this huge map and like thinking of ideas step by step by step, instead of like putting the ideas all together in one like big massive small map in some way.
I think they should have done both. I'm a huge fan of massive maps. That's why I really enjoy even the treasure hunting levels back in Sonic Adventure. At the same time, make it interactive. Don't just make a gigantic level to run through and get past and boom, that's it. No, make it so that we have the option to explore. Make it so that we have the option to take different routes, and make it so that we can just do whatever we want. Just like this right here. We're floating in the air in the middle of a stage. How cool is that?
Like, that was another thing like people complained about, us like using these different types of gems to actually take away the attributes of Sonic into another form. Like you've seen in games, like Sonic would have a different ability that's nothing to do with speed and taking his originality out of it. But this is still optional, right? Like, you don't have to use it, which is kind of a good idea, I think. I would say. But that's the other thing I was wanting to talk about, is like the gems like having an unlimited ability that you can use it all the time.
Yeah, they don't run out. You can just use them. But like you said, they're optional. People do complain a lot about gems and what they're there for and things like that. But I bet you if the developers would have included the Supersonic gem, no one would have complained.
Oh yeah. Yeah, about that Supersonic gem that actually got cancelled. Do you think it would have been a huge big deal about it? Like, that gem would have always been used because, like, wow, I'm playing Supersonic now, I'm super fast. Or it's like, it's another gem.
It would have been phenomenal. It would have been so huge that I don't think anyone would have ever complained about this game, because it would have been Supersonic's return to being able to be used in stage since Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And that's something huge. That's something fans have been begging for years. And if this game would have done it, no one would have complained. They would have forgotten all about glitches and whatever other problems that they have with the game, because they can play Supersonic in 3D.
Oh yeah. And then they actually bring back Supersonic in colors and generations. So how did that make you feel when it came?
No, Jim is right. He was very useless in colors. However, it was a huge deal. Everyone was like, wait a minute. They were like, they didn't beat the game yet. They're like, I gotta get on YouTube. What is this chaos emerald here and special stages? And it was like, it was a huge deal, but at the same time, it was a disappointment, because in colors, first of all, the stages are very, very short. There are stages that don't even have 50 rings. So Supersonic was very much nerfed, and then you couldn't use the wisps, and there's so many gripes. But the point is, you could use Supersonic in all stages, and that hasn't been done since Sonic 3. So,
well, probably Generations did it better. I haven't actually got all emblems for that game yet. So, was it?
To me, in Generations, I'm not gonna lie. It was.
You still couldn't really use them.
Yeah.
The rings turned down so fast.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of nerfed him because his rings. Honestly, that was it. You'd have to collect so many rings, and then by the time you get enough to where it's like, yeah, I can use them now, the stage is pretty much over.
I do like how he literally flies though when you boost.
Yeah, he can fly in the air now, which is a first.
He should always be doing that. Like for any game, should be flying in the air when he is boosting, for Supersonic, because he has been in space.
Right.
Yeah. So long stage, and now we're gonna be into another cutscene.
And we got an S rank. Gosh, Jim, how do you do it, man?
Don't sit there and complain for 6 years about how much you hate the game.
Elise! Wait. There's still a way to change this. If we return to an earlier point in time, we'll be able to save her. I understand. Chaos Control! Silver! I can handle this myself. Besides, you've got somewhere to go, right? You! I'll make sure to change Elise's fate. And that, in turn, should change your future, too. Thank you, Silver. Yeah, just save her.
I know how to save our world now. We don't have to change the past. I'm sure of it.
So you have a plan? Well then, let's hurry. I sense his flames.
I'm coming!
Okay, so
Iblis!
after some extreme Sonic voice acting, it was like, Elise!